Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am JJ. I hope that you guys enjoy and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload. Today's pick a card is going to be all about your inner child and what is their message to you at this time. With that being said, timestamps, how to book a reading, my website, my Patreon is always in the description box below. Thank you to all of you who are part of my Patreon. Thank you to all of you who are following me on Instagram. I do want to say on Patreon, I do have a new pick a card that was suggested by Carita, and her pick a card is what is your core personality before adulting? I feel like many of us can relate to that. So if you're interested, head over there and go check it out. So with that being said, I will see you in your selected pile. Bye.
Hello, you guys. So these are the piles. Again, this is what your inner child wants to tell you at this time. What is their message for you? So pile number one is pyrite. This is beautiful pyrite crystal right here. And then pile number two is this beautiful piece of sulfur. This is sulfur. And pile number three is this beautiful gold stone, Lluvia de Estrellas. That is that one here, the little tower. So again, I will see you in your selected pile like always. These are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? Creo que eso es todo. I will see you guys in your selected pile. Bye. Hello, pile number one. Let's see what is your message from your inner child. What does your inner child want to tell you at this time? You chose pyrite. Okay, so pyrite, it is a crystal that is in connection with abundance and prosperity. So let's see. Hold on. I think I want the light on. Give me a second. I don't know if that makes a difference, but your inner child, I feel like, is wanting to shed light into something right now. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's see. I don't know if that made a difference, but we'll see. Maybe your inner child has like this very playful, the way they communicate with you is through metaphors. Or maybe, again, your inner child is like, I don't know if this pick a card will work, but, let's give it a try. So let's see. What is a message from your inner child at this time? Storyteller. Yeah, like I said, I feel like your inner child communicates through metaphors, through symbols, through omens, okay? I feel like through music particularly as well. Maybe you like to sing. Maybe you have like the song that gets stuck in your head, or you wake up with this tune or with the song, or maybe with the phrase in mind, and you're like, what? Where's this coming from? That's your inner child trying to connect with you. For some of you, you do automatic writing. For others of you, I do feel like your inner child wants to remind you that you yourself are a storyteller. You decide how your story is told and what happens in your story. You decide, what chapter comes next in your life, and to not forget that. The card says ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. Okay, so your inner child does want to, because they're highlighting here, they're saying stop making things up. Stop making things up in your head. Stop coming up with, unlikely scenarios. They're saying, yes, you're an amazing storyteller and you tell really good stories, but sometimes the stories that you're telling yourself are not helping you. On the contrary, they are holding you back and they're creating fear. We have damsel. Okay, understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. So again, I feel like your inner child is saying there is, this is going to sound a little harsh, but I'm getting this energy of like, no one is coming in to rescue you other than yourself. Okay? I feel like I'm getting this energy from your inner child that you're wanting and you're seeking approval. And it creates conflict within yourself when other people have a different opinion than yourself. And your inner child is saying that's okay. They have their opinion is valid for them and your opinion is valid, and you got to ultimately do what is best for you. Is something that I'm getting here. Your inner child is wanting you to learn to stand up for yourself. That's a big one here. And to learn how to pick your battles. That's something that is coming up as well. So I don't know if you constantly feel the need to defend yourself. You're constantly feeling the need to, make a stand in this or that, or address every little thing. Your inner child is saying you don't have to address every little thing. You really don't. Save your energy for something good, like manifesting is what your inner child is saying. We have here waiting for a knight to provide for you, seduction by romantic illusion. Again, your inner child is saying like you got to rescue yourself, okay? Messages from your inner child. Speak your mind. Okay, your inner child wants you to speak, to use your throat chakra, to tell your story from a place of empowerment, from a place of independence, not from a place of codependency, not from a place of fear. But your inner child wants you to use your throat chakra. And then we have here peace. Okay. Yeah, because I feel for many of you, you don't use your throat chakra to maintain the peace, to not rock the boat, to not create, again, it's like, you need to learn to use that Five of Wands energy in a productive way. Because we've seen the Five of Wands, we usually have a bunch of people, with the wand, with each person with the wand in hand. And I do feel like here, there's something here that it's like you're afraid to get your wand and be like, here's my wand and this is what is my opinion, this is what I believe in, or this is what I want to do, or it's like you also need to take up space. You also need to take your wand and be like, this is what I want, this is what I need, this is again, you got to speak your mind. You got to speak your mind here, pile number one. And your inner child is wanting you to speak your mind, is wanting you to take your spot in that circle, in that Five of Wands, to not be afraid to have a different opinion, to not be afraid to speak your mind, to not be afraid of being ambitious as well. Because I feel like pile number one, you're really afraid to be ambitious. You're really afraid to be like, you know what? I can also compete for that. I also deserve that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's healthy competition. Okay. It's what your inner child is wanting you to say, wanting you to know. Yeah. Say. You guys need to say, you guys need to speak. You guys need to speak, especially when it comes to other people who feel like they're in higher authority than you. They're saying you have a voice too, and your voice is important. Your voice matters. We have the Queen of Swords. Speaking of using your voice, particularly around maybe females or just people in general who are, probably more experienced than you, or you feel like they are. It's like your inner child is saying, you're also brilliant. You're also very, very smart. You have a witty too. You're very witty. You're someone who has maybe a dry sense of humor, but hey, it's okay. You're also an amazing storyteller, like the Queen of Swords, There's this energy of, because I always say this, the Queen of Swords to me is the producer, the executive producer, or she's the director. That's what she is. She's the director. She directs energy and her mind and her thoughts and her voice. And your inner child is saying, be that director. Be that person that says, cut, that's not good. Be that person who's going to be like, yeah, that part, I don't want that part in my book. I don't want that person to be part of my story. Again, your inner child is saying, remember that you are in charge here. You are in charge. You're this Queen of Swords. You're experienced as well. Don't allow other people to intimidate you. And don't bite your tongue just because you don't want to rock the boat. Again, we can speak our minds from a place that is respectful. That doesn't mean go and start cussing people out. That's not okay. But, there is ways where you can speak your mind and still hold space for the other person and also for yourself. The Chariot. Yeah. There's an energy for you to go after the things that you want. Your inner child is saying you can make this happen. You can make this happen. You have to put yourself as a priority too. You have to tell these horses where it is that you want to go. You also deserve this public recognition for some of you. You also deserve, your needs to be met is something that's coming through here. clairaudience. Yeah, like I said with the music, for some of you, you're very clairaudient. Use that in your favor. Okay, if you hear music or if you hear a quote or something, pay attention to what is the lyric saying? What is the quote saying? What were you thinking before you heard that? You know, were you thinking of someone and that song comes through in your mind? Okay, pay attention. What are the lyrics trying to tell you? What is the message behind that song, that quote, that phrase? Because I feel like your inner child definitely does connect with you through your clairaudience. And I feel like there's a lot of messages of encouragement for you to keep pushing forward, to know that you're going to overcome any obstacle that you do face here with the Chariot. Yes, to tap into your passion, to play music and dance, you know, to do something fun here, to trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and your career. So for some of you, there's a lot going on in your love life, in your career. Your inner child is saying, go for it, do it. You know, you have the green light. And your last card here is the status quo. Yeah, don't be afraid to rock your foundation here. Don't be afraid to, you know, create a different status quo for yourself. Don't be afraid to, you know, commit to something new. Just because things were always done a certain way doesn't mean that you have to continue doing them the same way, especially if it's not making you happy. Okay, pile number 1, but that is the message from your inner child. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Don't forget to check out my Insta and my Patreon. Over there, I did do the pick a card, who are you at a core before adulting. So I will see you guys. Bye. Pile number 2. Let's see, what is your message from your inner child. The first thing, I got like a sneezing attack, or like just was sneezing after like one after the other. So I do feel like your inner child wants you to release something, or you have been releasing a lot. And I'm not surprised with the sulfur being here. Sulfur is a very powerful crystal. It's a very witchy crystal. One of my favorites, one of my personal must-have. I have like so many pieces around my house. But I feel like there's something here that, again, my nose is itchy. So you guys are my brujitos? Okay, hold on. Or maybe you suffer from allergies. Maybe you're sneezing as you're watching this. I don't know. But I do feel like there's something that you need to release, or your inner child is wanting you to release something. So let's have a look and let's see. Isn't this a beautiful, like, lemony crystal? And it has a smell to it. Like very, I don't know how to describe it, but it has a smell to it. If you ever had, or you have that crystal, you know what I'm talking about. So let's see. What is your message? Okay, so we have Hedonist. I believe that's how you say it. It says, inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life. Celebrate the beauty in yourself. I feel like your inner child wants you to, first of all, celebrate yourself, honor yourself. What makes you you? What makes you the king and queen of your life? I feel like for a lot of you, your inner child wants you to maybe eat a little bit healthier, maybe incorporate more fruits. Of course, if you're allergic to something, do not eat whatever it is that you're allergic to, please. Okay, if you want to make any dietary changes, make sure that you consult with your healthcare provider. But here with this message, I am getting that, like, eat things that are healthier, okay? To maybe dress more in red, or maybe you like red lipstick, or maybe you love grapes, pineapples, mangoes, bananas, cocoa. There's this like energy here of doing things that are healthy for you. Your inner child really wants you to ask yourself before you do something, is this healthy for me? That's why maybe all the sneezing going on, because maybe you need to release certain things that you know are not healthy for you, that you know that they're not good, you know that they're draining, you know that they put you in this 2 of Swords, 8 of Swords energy, that are keeping you stuck. And I feel like your inner child is saying, no, if it's not healthy for you, we do not move in that direction. We do not go in that direction anymore. And also celebrate your beauty more. Celebrate who you are. You know, if you're, whatever it is, like, you know, get yourself all glammed up, dress pretty, look pretty. Like, your inner child wants you to honor you, to enhance your beauty. Okay? It's something that is coming up here. Then we have the networker. So it says, enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. I do feel here your inner child wants you to communicate, to share, not just communicate, because I do feel like pile number 2, you already use your throat chakra, but I do feel like there is this emphasis on sharing your knowledge, okay? Sharing your knowledge, sharing what you know. So for many of you, maybe you've always wanted to be a teacher, or there's something that you've mastered. Maybe you have sun in the 3rd house, but there's something you've already mastered that I feel like you can bring awareness to, or you can also teach this information to someone else. It says conveys information only for personal gain, spreads fear and falsehood. So again, this energy of being aware of the energy, the information that you do convey to other people, how you talk about yourself, how you talk about your beauty, how you talk about, your goals, your dreams. Are they creating more fear-based intentions? Like, are they creating this blockage, or are they motivating you and inspiring you? Again, are they healthy? Going back to that basket of fruit there, are they healthy? We have here, learn from life. Wow, you have 2 cards that talk about learning knowledge. Okay, so for some of you, you might be on a program or in a program at school. Okay, or maybe you're choosing to go after a certain program or to learn something new. I feel like your inner child is saying, go for it, do it. It's a good time to learn something. But also there is this emphasis on reminding yourself that everything that you go through in life, it's a learning curve, okay? Everything teaches you something, even if it's something that maybe disappointed you, maybe it is something that was hurtful. Your inner child is saying it's all for us to learn. Remember that we came here to learn, to grow, to expand. But for some of you, I do feel like there is a need for you to also take a break from learning and honoring yourself here, because I feel like you've been learning a lot, or you're constantly learning. Maybe you're someone who loves books. You're someone who loves to, maybe Google things or watch YouTube videos on interesting facts or things like this. And I feel like your inner child saying, go out and play, like this little cat is playing with the butterfly there. Go out there and fly on your broom. I don't know. But just, go out there and have fun, basically, is what I want to say. Go out there and have fun. Maybe leave the books for a little bit later. It's okay. The books will remain there. The books will stay there. But go out there and have fun. Maybe connect with other people too. People that are healthy. Let's see. Psychic development. Yeah. For a lot of you, your inner child wants you to know that you have been doing a lot of psychic development. You guys have been working on, your intuitive gifts. You guys are very gifted. For many of you, you are someone who can definitely have predictions, okay? But again, I feel like on this journey it has left you a bit alone. And so there's a need for you to network more. There's a need for you to connect with others. I feel like your inner child as well. Bear, maybe the bear totem. I'm seeing a bear. Let's see, what else can I scry here? I'm seeing a bear. I'm seeing a woman with a bun and then a bear over scene. There's like this, I don't know if you guys can see anything. That's your little own personal message there. For some of you, I feel like there's someone in your mind, because this looks like a gentleman. That message is urgent. There's someone here. There's a gentleman here who's been trying to connect with you, I feel. Or someone who has a lot of masculine energy. Someone that I feel like you're still kind of holding to this bubble, like very delicately, right? Maybe it's time to connect, to reconnect for some of you. Again, if this is healthy, if it's not healthy, please, you guys. But, yeah, for some of you, that's significant for some of you. Maybe this person's name has been appearing everywhere, or someone has been psychically kind of connecting with you. There's like a psychic bond going on here. with this person. I don't know why your inner child is bringing this person, but they're bringing this person. It could be a family member for some of you. This person might live in the city. This person might be going through like a tower moment. Whoa. I feel like in some way you're like a guiding light to this person. Okay, I'm picking up so much information there. And I feel like this person is like wanting to reach out to you. And I feel like maybe for some of you, your inner child is saying you've put a layer of protection around this energy. And for some of you, that is good, that is healthy, okay? For some of you, maybe you're feeling guilty for putting this boundary, but your inner child is saying, no, it's good. It's good because you're honoring your own energy. You're honoring your own, you're celebrating yourself, and you're not allowing just anyone to tap into your energy now. For some of you, you need to do this. You need to protect your energy a bit more. And for others of you, again, it's like you've been learning and have been developing your soul so much and your psychic gifts so much that I feel like your inner child is saying, okay, now it's time to play. Now it's time to play because you've been doing so much work. Okay, that was a lot there. The Three of Swords. So again, your inner child is saying there's still sadness here. I don't know if this relates to this. That could be, that's why I picked up on this gentleman here. You guys are very strong mediums. Psychics. Oh, you guys can even be fortune tellers here. Remote viewing. Some of you can tap into remote viewing. Your inner child wants you to know that you're developing this. So maybe you've been feeling very tired when you go to sleep. Or you've been traveling to like different places and you're like, wait a minute. You're like, I've never been there. Or maybe you're able to see someone in your dreams, like you're able to see through this through this window or like through a crystal ball, and you're just like able to see like this person's life play out. But your inner child does want you to know that there is great sadness here that still needs to be addressed. There's still, again, letting go, releasing with a sneezing, right? That shit rhymed. Okay. There's gonna be releasing here. And I feel like this is something from the past that you're still holding on to, that maybe you still feel guilty. But your inner child is saying it was part of your personal growth. Do not allow this pain, this sorrow, to confuse you. And also your inner child is saying you do got to put boundaries because you're someone who is very knowledgeable. You're someone who has a very big light that people want to, again, you're like a light to these, to many people. And your inner child is saying, you know, we know you want to be there for those in need, but you also got to know that you got to be there for yourself first. Yeah, the Ten of Swords. There was an ending here. There was an ending here. Either with this gentleman here or something, but there was an ending here. That I feel like you're slowly transitioning out of this. Some of you need to put spiritual boundaries here. That's what your inner child wants you to know. But your inner child wants you to know that this is the end of difficult things. Okay, this is the end of whatever this sadness, this betrayal was, because the Ten of Swords can indicate betrayal. Your inner child wants you to know that the sun is coming out. And that this heaviness will be lifted off your shoulders. Angel therapy. So for some of you, you have been going to therapy. And your inner child is really thankful for that. Okay, your inner child says that that's going to help you a lot. For others of you, I feel like this circumstance or this situation that you just went through, you're going to use it to help others as well. But it's kind of like you're learning how to put this psychic protection around you. Chakra clearing. So for some of you guys are my Reiki practitioners. Okay. For some of you, you've been going to Reiki, or your inner child feels like Reiki could really help you kind of remove this residue that is still there. Your inner child also shows you a lot of geometrical shapes, a lot of like butterflies, a lot of messages. I feel like your inner child bombards you with messages because, again, you guys are very spiritually developed, or your psychic gifts are very, very well developed is what I want to say. Ascended Masters. Yeah, like I said, you guys are working with the whole group here. You guys are working with angels, with Ascended Masters, with your inner child. You guys are very, like I said, very psychic, very aware of your gifts is what I want to say. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are out there guiding others, but I do feel here that your inner child is saying, you know, you are someone who will ascend through whatever this pain or this loss or this betrayal was, because whatever it was very painful, and your inner child is saying, you know what, we get it, we understand, but you're moving past this. You're moving past this. You're going through a chakra clearing. Chancla. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know. Maybe the chancla. I don't know, you guys. Oh my god, I swear. Okay. So I feel like for some of you, you're going through this chakra clearing. It's like your energy is being cleansed right now. And so your inner child is saying it's okay. See how your inner child that likes to just put silly things? I feel like that's what they do, because they want to get you out of this like heavy energy, and because they're saying it's over now. It's over. We can move past this, okay? And honor yourself. Don't let this situation bring your sense of worth down in any way. But that is what I have for you guys. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. And I will catch you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Don't forget to check out my Insta and my Patreon. On my Patreon, I did a Pickacard with who are you at a core. Like at a core, what is your personality before adulting? So I will see you guys. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose Goldstone, this is your reading. Sorry, so I'm still laughing. Pile number 2. Oh my god. Okay. If you saw it, you know what I'm talking about. The chancla came. This is so funny. Okay, enough with that, JJ. Let's concentrate on pile number 3. So, pile number 3. Let's see what is a message from your inner child. You chose a very beautiful crystal. Goldstone. It's lluvia de estrellas. A very beautiful crystal. So let's have a look and let's see what is your message. You might be feeling a little right now in the dark, or just like, I don't know, I'm hearing that song, I Feel It Coming by The Weeknd. Is it The Weeknd? I think it is. The Seeker. You're seeking something. That's what I'm saying. Like you're following the light. I feel like you are seeking something that is in alignment with who you are. It's very important. I feel like your inner child wants you to know that everywhere you've been, everything that you have experienced to this point in time has left an imprint in your life, okay? And you've left an imprint on other people as well. For some of you, I do feel like your inner child is saying you're moving in a different direction, or you're moving away from something that you thought you were going to stay in for quite a long time. That is for someone specific, because I'm getting this energy of like, I always thought I was going to do, for example, medicine. And now I'm being drawn to something else. Or I always thought I was always going to be doing crystals, and now I'm being drawn to something else, right? Or I always thought I was going to be doing tarot, and now I'm being drawn to something else. Like there's this energy of like, I always thought I left an imprint in something, and your inner child wants you to know it's okay for you to go out there and seek what you want. It's okay for you to go after that thirst for wisdom and knowledge and truth and integrity and authenticity and fulfillment. Just know that you will also leave your imprint there, okay? Don't be afraid to venture out. Don't be afraid to seek new things, new adventures, new experiences. For some of you, maybe you always had a connection to the desert. Okay, for some of you. Okay, advocate. So we have light attribute. Inspires you to put compassion into action. Sorry for the noise in the background. For a lot of you, you might be having trouble listening to your own thoughts, just like with the noises. So there might be a lot of distractions. Kind of like this crystal seems like a very busy crystal, right? There's so many things on there, like so many stars, so many. So I feel like you guys might kind of be having a little bit trouble kind of like trying to, you know, discern what is my truth, what is my path, where should I go, what should I do. For a lot of you, you're having trouble committing to something. But like I said, we do have advocate, inspires you to put compassion into action. So I feel like your inner child is wanting you to, first of all, I'm getting a very interesting message of you don't always need to commit to a certain path. And that's kind of the energy that I was picking up at the beginning, where I was saying you always thought you were always going to do this, or you're feeling guilty for wanting something different. And your inner child is saying it's okay. You aren't here to commit to one path and one path only. You know, there are so many different directions you can go. There's so many things you can experience. There's so many things that you can try. And that doesn't make you a bad person. That doesn't make you, you know, I don't know why I'm hearing that makes you a fake person. No, it doesn't. Okay? No, it doesn't. I don't know why. You're allowed to grow. You're allowed to change. And I feel like your inner child is basically coming in to tell you, you know what? If that inspires you, if that new path is calling you, if that new path, you know, makes you happy and it fulfills you, why not go for it? You shouldn't feel guilt around that, okay? I feel like your inner child as well is wanting you to take action, okay? To take action in whatever it is that you're seeking. I feel like for some of you, you want to advocate for a group of people. You want to advocate for maybe someone in specific or for a cause. And your inner child is saying, yes, go for it. Or you need to advocate for yourself too. And for your own cause. Your own happiness. Yes, joy and delight. It's okay to flip your world upside down is kind of the energy that I'm getting with this card. You might own 2 cats and 1 dog. Or one or the other. But again, I feel like your inner child is saying, go after what makes you happy. Go after the things that fulfill you. This is very much, I'm connecting it to the sacral. And a little bit of the solar, the sacral, and the root. So the first 3. But I'm getting this energy of like, it's okay. It's okay to let the world spin on its axis is what I'm getting here. On its axis? Yeah, I don't know. But that came out. So I don't know if that's even possible or not. But that's that's what came out. So I feel like for some of you, like just let your world spin. Basically, okay? Don't worry too much about what other people will think. If it's something that you believe in, if it's something that makes you happy, if it's something that inspires you, if it's something that motivates you, why not do it? You know? Truth. Yeah. For some of you, throat chakra here as well. For some of you, do not be afraid to seek your truth, to speak your truth, to live your truth, to embody your truth. I feel like you've been weighing your options here. Your inner child is saying you've been weighing your options. You've been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You've been wanting someone to advocate for you. You've been wanting someone to be like, hey, yeah, that's your path. That's your truth. Go in that direction. And I feel like your inner child is saying, you know what? Only you know your truth and nobody else. Only you know what is best for you and nobody else does. And you got to follow your truth. You got to advocate for your truth. But there's a big decision here that I feel like you're going to have to make, or you've been trying to make for a while now. It's like one of them can be something that burns you. I'm picking it up like that. Like something here can burn you or can burn something down, whereas the other one can satisfy your thirst. But see, we can look at it both ways, because this can be something that you're very passionate about, but this can also be something that drowns you in the water. So you know what? That's just my Libra side coming out. But there's always good and bad to everything. It's a matter of what it is that you're seeking for, what it is that you're willing to advocate for. It's all a matter of what is your truth. We have the 6 of Wands, victory. Again, your inner child is letting you know, like, hey, there is something beautiful here for you. If you're willing to stand up for it, if you're willing to, you know, follow that truth, to seek that passion. There is a wise choice here. Again, that energy of choice. For some of you, you're wondering if you're going to get a recognition, a promotion of some kind. The answer is yes. There is, okay. The World. Yeah. There's a lot of success here with the decision that you need to make. Again, your inner child is saying you are someone who shines very, very bright. you are at the center of your reality. You can accomplish anything that you set your mind to. And you have the freedom to be and do whatever it is that you want. Your inner child also is saying that you have accomplished so much recently, so much. And your inner child is saying, we want you to be proud of that. We want you to be proud of that. Also, you've made the right choices. So for some of you, maybe you're still questioning, like, have I made the right choice? Have I, did I do the right thing? Yes, you have. Okay. Maybe you feel like you haven't because your world maybe just flipped upside down, or you feel like I said, you're finding the light in the dark, or you're having trouble finding the light in the dark. Relationship harmony. So for some of you, again, if you find harmony within yourself, it's going to spill over to your external world. And your inner child wants you to know that you got to find harmony within you. And that comes from living your truth, speaking your truth, and seeking the things that you want. Decrease and gentleness. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, there's something that slowly is decreasing in your life. I don't feel like it's a bad thing, but there's something that you're trying to decrease. Again, there's a decision that you need to make to decrease something, to let something go. I want to real quick pull a card on the decrease, because I don't just clarify decrease for me. What is it that they're trying to decrease? We have water there too. Interesting, because I was like, with the water, maybe you're afraid of your emotions, or you're decreasing your emotions. I feel like, yeah, you're trying to decrease the pain. That was pile number 2 as well. So I don't know if that's why I was laughing with the chancla, but maybe there's a message for you guys there. I feel like for some of you, you're trying to decrease the pain. And maybe you're focusing on maybe external things, worldly things. And I feel like your inner child is saying, be gentle with yourself as you're healing. Especially if it's something in regards to a connection, or in regards to someone that is very near and dear to you. But that is what I have for you, pile number 3. I hope that it resonated. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Don't forget to check out my Patreon. I did do a Pickacard over there about what is your core personality before adulting. That is over there on Patreon. Don't forget to check out my Insta. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Don't forget to subscribe, to hit that notification bell. Bye.